MLB Network has baseball from the Emerald City, T-Mobile Park in Seattle. Today it's the finale of this four-game set between the Minnesota Twins and the Seattle Mariners. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Mike Leake, a California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy is really struggled coming into this game, right? The league is hitting just under 300 against this guy, and that's something he really needs to improve on. And it'll be interesting to see if that trend continues in this start here.
Fellas, the Mariners entering play here this afternoon. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, this is not the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3, D-Row. Getting to 500 on this homestand is certainly one thing they'd like to do here today.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now. They can walk out of here today with a smile on their face if they can get this back to 500 in the first 6 games. Hey, that's why this guy's in the leadoff hole. Grinder, battler, whatever you want to call him. He is not afraid to go deep in the count. He is not afraid to hit the 2 strikes. And he showed it right there.
0-1 the count. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. Lee is sort of a curious case as a starter. Usually doesn't walk many guys, but at times he ends up giving up his share of hits. The translation on that is that he throws a lot of strikes, but oftentimes they are hittable strikes.
One of the keys, Matt, you'll have to watch from this guy. At times he kind of tiptoes and tap dances around the strike zone. He has good stuff, but when he falls behind in the count, he tends to nibble a little bit. Then when he brings the ball into the strike zone, and when he does, he becomes much more predictable. And what happens with that? The hits per 9 innings tend to go up.
And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Giro, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look at this lineup. The one thing that jumps out is the fact that they are last in stolen bases. They are station to station trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark, trying to get in good count and drive the baseball out of the yard to create their run.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in, make him prove he can adjust before you do.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Really good pitch right there. So you're moving the ball all around the strike zone. But then what do? You come in. That's a hard pitch for any hitter to do anything with. Just really makes it difficult to get that bad hit out.
Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
The 1-2. Runners off for second. Pitch inside. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early and the game is tied, so that would be right.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will... Stepping in, Randy Almanza. They lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Mariners, the left fielder,
Taken outside for ball 1. Well, as these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, they did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, thanks, Matty V. Hey, you know what, D-Row, this is one they'd like to win right here. They win the first.
And that is through into right field for a single.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, Gale, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
This guy, ball one.
There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball one. That misses 2-0.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
There goes the runner. Bounces to the left side. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. And now a quick look at the Mariners starting lineup in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, this team would really benefit if Colton Wong could get it going. 0 for 5 in his last game, and I know a lot of people don't panic about a game like that, but he just hasn't looked very good. Not a lot of confidence coming out of this guy right now. Maybe this is the game that can get that confidence turned back around and get him turned back around.
Ball one to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Waiting on it, the right fielder. Brings it in for the second out of the inning. Plate number 34. Runner in scoring position with Cezanne.
Number 35.
1-0 fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. One and one. Here it is. This ball will be chopped foul. 1-2 pitch. And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dipped below the knees. It's 2-2.
That's a good but risky take there on 0-2. Some umpires have no.
He's going to have to leave it there as the play is made here. Stepping up now, Sean
Leading up to the twins.
Swinging the bat well in the series. 5 for 12 so far.
Obradovich.
Line to the right side. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Mariners are going to line up defensively. Hey guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
Batting 7. The first base.
Standing in, Colby Obradovich. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Into the corner and slicing foul. Outside for a ball, 1-1. In there, 1-2 now.
Hey, if he's going to be able to dot up his sinker down the way like that all game, you are in for a situation where you're going to see a lot of ground balls and a lot of weak contact.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sinker, 3-2 now.
And you know what? Give this guy some credit up there because this had the look of being a very quick inning. He's been able to stretch this.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Stepping into the box, Colton Wong. And he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action.
1-0.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. So 1-1 home. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. The 1-2 is looked at off the plate for a ball. Not fooled there. This ball hammered out to deep right field, and that is off the wall. He'll get it into second, not in time. And he's in there with a double.
Every hitting coach in the league will tell you it only takes one swing of the bat to get out of the slump. And maybe that's what we're seeing right here. He's been struggling, no doubt about it, but he's able to lace this thing off the wall, and he's standing at second with some newfound confidence.
A ball and a strike. Down here as it's to 1-2.
You chase a pitch that bad outside the zone, you got to find a way to regroup, adjust the batting glove. Only look over the heart of those 17 inches. Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively. And diving into the numbers on this team, the one thing that jumps off the page is the fact that these guys can play the highest fielding percentage in the league. Something to focus on today when you're watching this.
And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Good take there to lay off the high fastball. Wong leads off second with one gone in the inning. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely rolls off for ball 3.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that wasn't his pitch.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Grounded back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. And safe.
Yeah, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to have to
Frustrating execution. It is, D-Roy. You can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Fly ball out to deep right field. Right fielder looking up, still ranging back.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already in the series. I'm not sure what more they need to see, but this is not the guy I want to be pitching to right now.
The barehanded attempt gets by him here, and that ought to go as a bunt single. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Left fielder, Randy.
Digging in to try it again. Randy Almanza. He singled his last time up. 1-0 the count. 1-0 home. Swing and a miss, strike 1. A bullet to first base. And they will apply the tag between first and second. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the Puerto Rican sensation and former #1 overall pick Carlos Correa gets set to start the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. The 1-0. A sinker that misses for a ball. 2 balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. So 2-2 now. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away.
Batting ninth.
Set to get his day started, Ryan Jeffries. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year. Looking to get things turned around in a hurry. No balls and a strike to count. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Number 35 recovers, but it's not in time. And he'll reach first despite going down on strike.
Now that play is indicative of how their entire season has gone so far. They make the routine plays difficult, and if there's a tough play, they really struggle with it. They need to tighten up their fundamentals so they can get back on track.
But this is speared by the first baseman.
Now batting, third baseman.
Ready now, Tim Poole. He looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder. Hey, if I'm on the mound right now and I get a swing and miss like that, I'm bouncing it even further, throwing it even higher. I might pick up the rock.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Into the box now,
Leading up for the Mariners.
Here's the first pitch to him.
JP
at the
Ball
ball.
1.
Crawford.
Now the 1-1 pitch. It's in there for strike number 2.
1 ball, 2
I
strikes.
think getting the leadoff man in every inning is important as a pitcher. When you're coming off an inning that you really labor through, it makes all the difference mentally.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Now, might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead,
Julio.
the fastball way late, had no chance to put that ball aside.
Hit to short. To his right. Correa. And there's out number 2.
Now batting.
Here's the cleanup hitter, number 35. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. One and one the count now. 2 out, nobody out. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3, go. At the plate, number 38. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
A shot down the first base line. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Way outside.
2 strikes.
1 and 2. And struck him out.
Boy, it's been a rough go through these middle innings so far. This offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything. He's attacking up, down, in and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
No balls and 1 strike. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. Here it comes.
Got him.
And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game. Now with the count back on, 1-0. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. 0-1 the count. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Almanza moving in. He can't make the play as it finds the outfield grab.
You take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Liner toward right center, and that'll get down for a base hit. Long throw to third, and he is in there.
He's in there.
Won't be able to wrap it up. Pretty easy inning to start. 2 outs and back-to-back singles. Runners at first and third.
Yeah, they put traffic on it. I guess I would throw it back at you, Dan. You get 2 quick outs right there, and then you get 2 base hit knocks. Are you even concerning yourself with the traffic on the bases, or are you just trying to execute that next pitch?
You know what happens a lot of times, Giro, you lose concentration. You get the first 2 out in the inning. You think, hey, I'm going to breeze through this and get this 3rd guy out. Next thing you know, 1st and 3rd and 2 out, you have to make some good pitches. Rounded down the 3rd baseline. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Here's a look over first, and he's back in standing. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. The 1-2. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Moving under it. And that ends the inning. Twins strand a pair. They trail it here. Welcome back to T-Mobile Park in Seattle as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Service during the break about his team's offensive performance so far, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that
for Mariners.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Sultan.
Hard hit to first. Comes up with it. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now back. First base.
Stepping in, Evan White. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Softly hit here to the left side. Throw to first for Gettin. Already 2 away here in the home court.
Now back.
Next to be the designated hitter. Jorge Polanco. Here's the first pitch to him. Inside here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Ball and a strike. Polanco is a guy you have to keep an eye on in the batter's box. He's definitely been known to drop down a bunt from time to time. That's something he's really good at.
And in today's game, Matty, this is such a lost art. I know you love this one. Guy dropping a drag bunt down for a knock, putting him up, putting him down.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Mariners. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the bats they're putting together. He said there is nothing prettier than frozen road, frozen road. And that is exactly what he's getting right now. The data says they've hit 8 line drives as a team in this one. Some resulted in outs, but obviously that's a good sign for them going forward.
Thank you, Heidi. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Count even at 2-2. fly ball out toward right field. Engel waits on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Twins.
Digging in now, Ryan Jeffries.
Ryan Jeffries.
Here it comes. A ball with no strikes.
That's inside.
Line to second where it's caught there for out number 2.
The batter number 1. Second base.
Digging in once again, Darren Obradovich. First delivery to him on the way. It's put in play to the right side of the infield. One loves it, and the off-balance throw is right there for the. Digging in, Eugenio Suarez. We'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
Third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
The windup and the 0-1. Line drive, snagged by the short house. And the third first is in time, 1 gun.
The right fielder, number 15.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And up next, one of the best defensive center fielders in the league, Adam Engel. Power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So
now
back to the top of the Seattle lineup. Digging in, Randy Almanza. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. One and one.
Outside.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Line drive to center field. Buxton is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. Now at the plate, Tim Koo. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
You've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game. You know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Line drive to left. Almanza has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Good contact to start out the inning. Tony
38.
might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing and a ground ball for Wong at second. He's got it. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away. No hits and 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. That's waved at and missed for strike 1.
0-1.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
Bouncer to the left side. Throw to first will get him easily when the side is retired. Set down 1, 2, 3. They trail in this one 3-0.
Leading off for the Mariners.
And that'll bring in J.P.
shortstop.
Crawford. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Crawford.
Here's the first pitch to him. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you can do with that slider breaking down on it unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
This is popped up. They'll put this one away for the first out of the inning.
The center fielder,
Now at the plate,
44.
Julio Rodriguez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Buxton. And it's gone as they add still another. Solo shot to right center. Number 11 for him on the season as the Mariners have opened up a 4-0 lead.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it. Now stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Into the box, number 35. Strike one to start the at-bat. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
0-2.
One out, nobody on. Swing and a drive. This one deep to right. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. The relay. His way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
The second did a great job of driving that ball, extending his arm very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Paul Hamlin, the 6'4" southpaw, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching. Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. And
One
this
ball,
one's
two strikes.
inside and high. 1-2 down. Swing and he popped him up over in foul territory back behind third. Koo is over and he tucks it away for the second out.
The batter, the first baseman.
Into the box now, Evan White. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. No balls and a strike to count. Hamels comes set, coming at it with the 0-1. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. And he gets there as he had a lot of ground to cover that time, and the side is retired. But the Mariners add to their lead. Leading off the inning, Sean Overdumpy. They'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far on this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Line hard, but foul. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2. And he popped him up back into foul territory behind first, but this will land untouched. Popped him up. Number 35 over to his left, one down.
The batter, number 5.
Now at the plate, Alex Healy. First pitch of the at-bat. Ground ball right side. To his right, White. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. In now, Colby Overdumpy.
The first base.
2 away in the inning. And again, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound. It's been impressive.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. In now the Mariners DH, Jorge Polanco. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
The designated hitter.
And this one just misses off the corner.
Polanco.
And this one's too far inside, ball 2. 2-0 count, the pitch. Weak grounder down the line at third. But a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. The 2-1. Hit on the ground to third. And that's out number 1. He'll stand in as we'll flash you back to the second inning as you get a look at this 2-3-run home run. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
That pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but obviously this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taken all the way, and he was going to zone him up.
grounded to third. Scoops it up and takes it to the bag himself for the out. Into the box, Adam Engel. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Hamels ready with the 1-1. Hit well on the ground to point. And will step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mariners are down in order, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Here's Carlos Correa now. He leads off there half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one. Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 2-0 on the way. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but now he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. The 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire getting in his head.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a big swing and a miss here. 2 strikes. Hit in the air to right field. Moving under it. Engel. 2 down. Ready for another chance. Aaron Oberdumpy. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on Benny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outside to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
I know we want to focus on the offense and how bad they've been so far, but can we give some love to the pitcher? He has had these guys in the rocking chair all day.
The 1-1. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. And it's the 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3.
Bullet to second base. A fine play, and that in. So the lineup flips over and digging in. Randy Almanza. He'll lead it off here against Cole Hamels. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. And he pulls the string on the circle change, but it's taken for ball 1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Obradovic. He's got it 1 away.
Up next for Seattle.
Now to the plate, J.P. Crawford. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Nope, that's inside.
And misses inside with that one. Ball 1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Obradovic on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
The center fielder,
digging in, Julio Rodriguez.
And that last at that one went deep. He turned around a pretty good fastball, so I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter, so I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners, but they're in front 4-0.
Leading off for Minnesota, the third baseman.
Striding in to start the ninth, Tim Hu, and they'll need him to get something going here. 0-1 the count.
0-1's the count.
Here's the 0-1. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence
The count
right
is
now.
1-2.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Towards second. Throw on the first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
The batter, number 38.
Coming to the plate now, number 38. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Taken just off the inside. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Line to the right side. Taking in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases. It was reached behind. Coming to the plate now, Austin Buxton. Their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer to the great pitching so far in this one.
The 1-0. That had missed for the first strike.
That's a ball.
And the pitch misses low away for ball 2. And they'll try and end it here with an even 100 pitches.
What an unbelievable effort. He has had total command of all pitches, all quadrants. Dan, this got to bring a smile to this guy.
It does, D-Rose. In a day and age where we don't see very many complete games, or for that matter, guys going out into the 8th, let alone the 9th inning.
Now
this has been a terrific start up to this point.
As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
And here's the thing from a pitcher's perspective. Look at this line and you think, wow, he's been sitting guys down all game long, and that's true. But on the flip side, his pitch count is up there. You have to wonder if he might be starting to get a little bit tired in this one.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch count. Facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Rodolfo hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
Matty, he struggled against right-handed pitching all season long, but he just needs a few.
We'll squeeze this one for the final out, and the Mariners bounce back here to take the finale and earn a split of this 4-game series as this one is over. 4-0 to score this afternoon. Seattle took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Mike Leake takes the win on the mound, his second of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Seattle Mariners, 4 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 38 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show.
In the AL Central,
the Mariners
held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits
as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 4-0.
Heading into the day,
the Mariners are in 4th place in the AL West, and the Twins sit in 4th place in the American League Central Division. The White Sox
allowed only 5 hits in the game
as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 1-0.
As of right now,
the White Sox are leading the Central Division, while the Blue Jays sit in 4th place in the American League East Division. The Cleveland Indians
earned the 4-game series sweep
as they took down the visiting Orioles 3-2.
At the start of the day,
the Indians sit in 3rd place in the American League Central, and the Orioles sit in last place in the American League East Division. Cody Thomas
was a force at the plate, driving in 3 runs
as the Athletics took care of the Tigers 6-3.
Entering the day's action,
the Tigers are in last place in the AL Central, and the Athletics are in 2nd place in the AL West. Jared Olivo
picked up 4 ribbies on 3 hits
as the Angels pushed past the Royals 6-2. He is in the top 5 in the American League in stolen bases.
Heading into the day,
the Angels sit in 1st place in the American League West Division,
while the Royals
are in 2nd place in the AL Central.
The Rays completed a 3-game series sweep